about this one-on-one matchup.
Man, my body hurts just thinking about the punishment one of these competitors is about to go through.
Scoop slam. Ooh. Uh-oh. Watch out. Oh, my God. Right into the second turnbuckle.
Like a lawn dart. You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Oh, right to the body. That hurt. Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's WrestleWar 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time. We've seen this before. Butter!
Now that's what I call making a statement.
German suplex.
Move over, Ronaldo. This capacity crowd starting to sense the end is near, and I don't disagree. Tonight may not be his night, guys. German! Waist slip.
Yeah, rough.
Ooh, earth-shattering spine buster. You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory.
Club to the back, up into the electric chair. Oh! It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
Uh-oh, here we go, here we go! The match in 2015's TLC.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. Pretty game.
Going to the top, high risk. Here we go as we kick off this tables match.
Being driven through a table, not my idea of a good time, but sure is going to be fun to watch.
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
This might be it. Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Oh, what a slam that hurt.
Oh, so tear the features clean off your face.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the tables match environment. At 2011's TLC event, Kingston took on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a tables match for the United States Championship. Kofi was impressive in the match as he combined defense with his unbelievable high-flying assaults.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC event. Some people feel that match was one of the turning points for Kingston. That night, Kofi's usual fun-loving nature took a backseat to a more focused and offensively aggressive competitor. Kofi Kingston's focus was leaving TLC the new United States champion.
And that approach paid off, Michael. Kofi seized opportunity when Sheamus made a rare mistake. He drilled the Celtic Warrior with the Trouble in Paradise kick, and that set up Kofi to fly from the top rope and put Sheamus right through the table to earn the United States Championship. It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match at 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash, with the Wyatts' drive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts with everything he had, but the sick power of the Wyatt family was just too much, as seen when Braun Strowman chokeslammed Bubba Ray through the final table. There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley Boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. They launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. That doesn't include feeling the... Oh, my God!
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Oh, what impact!
The end may be near, folks. This is all but over.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Toss to the outside. This match has been 100 miles per hour since the opening bell.
He's stumbling some now. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
For somebody who walked into this match with so much confidence, he doesn't look so good right now. And if he's not careful, he's going to find himself put through a table very shortly.
Man, he was making it look easy there for a moment, which is pretty impressive considering who he's in the ring with.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, here we go.
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
This is it.
Oh, that should do it.
Keep your eye on this one. He has something big planned.
Look at this. A minor miracle might be needed to overcome this beating. We know what's coming here.
Ooh, what impact.
This one's over, guys.
He made this table match one for the ages.
Wonderful technique.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And the simple philosophy here is to stay as far away from the tables as humanly possible. Sounds easy, right? Wrong.
Big slam. Oh, guys, there's the mat slam.
With some attitude.
Oh, guys, there's going to be woozy after that impact. Oh, my God, what impact.
What is he trying to do here? No. Oh, my God.
What a clothesline.
Ouch. He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He needs to create some space and find a way to get back on the offensive.
Funny thing about a table match is that it almost doesn't matter how damaged you are. You can go through a table at any time.
What a strike. Right on the mark. Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Down to the floor.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Avoids trouble there. Back in from the floor.
Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time.
And what was going on in Philadelphia caused a craze of wood being turned into wood chips thanks to tables matches. In order to win a tables match, a competitor must be the first person to put their opponent through a table. We've also witnessed brutality evolve and superstars crash through flaming tables.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night. And in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match in 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme.
Huh?
I had to go to the bathroom and change the pads. I had to shit them.
How the hell did you do
I
that?
started coughing. It's like water.
Hmm. Baby Cassie, my baby Bobby. Did I go outside? I kind of figured you would. Hang on, Bubby.
Really? I don't get in front of your TV.
I didn't even do nothing. I just set this up there. What the fuck?
Throw it in the trash.
What the fuck? You didn't even touch the fucking thing.
How did it get knocked down?
It didn't get knocked down. I put this right here, and it hit, and somehow...
It broke the glass. It's alright. Just a snow globe.
If I cut you sheet again, I'll break your neck. Come here, Taz. Come here. Come here. Taz. Come here.
What are you doing?
Do not eat shit again. That was cockeyes. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm just trying to tell you that's bad. Cockeyes, that's sick. That's like eating... I don't know. If you get sick, that's on you. Going into that one.
Nasty fall. And we're underway with what will likely be a wild tables match.
And the simple philosophy here is to stay as far away from the tables as humanly possible. Sounds easy, right? Wrong.
You gotta believe this one's over. Dominating shoulder tackle. Big move coming. Wait for it.